Hello, my name is Veteran Piper. I am a YouTuber, or also, I don't know, like whatever you want to call me, but also interviewer and stuff like that. I am here today with Lucia. She was an extra on the Ginger Root program or project. Um, Lucia, how are you?
Thank you. How are you doing?
Good, good. I know we just talked about how you haven't been able to properly digest the new album, but I can promise you the new album was spectacular. I mean, like not just the first five, but like the after the next seven were just absolutely incredible. I was not expecting most of them that came out afterwards, but besides that, I'm gonna get into the first question and see what you respond with. How did you hear about being an extra for the Ginger Root music videos?
Okay, so we got approached by David Guto himself. At the beginning, he didn't get much into detail other than offering us the mods in Discord to participate if we could make it. And then during the shooting, he explained that they wanted people that were passionate and care about the project to be respectful of the privacy of the project and make sure that everybody had a big surprise and good time without the experience being spoiled. So he chose for the for all the extras, really, people that were close already to the project, for different reasons. In my case was being admin of the Ginger Root Juban District Discord server, and Geoff from Discord, which his name is
Oh,
Alex, I also
okay,
got to participate from there. And then we had a couple of the extras joining the Discord afterwards.
that's cool. Yeah, did you have to sign like an NDA or anything like that? Anything
Actually,
legal?
no, no.
What?
Like we
Really?
see, this is how much they trusted us. That's how much they
Whoa.
trusted us, you
Like
know?
like business world legal reasons, because I know
I
Ginger Root is
know.
trademarked and technically a company. I mean, at this point, Ginger Root Productions. But
Yeah.
yeah, legal reasons, that's not a good idea, even if you trust them. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, it's just always safe than sorry kind of thing. So it's not, that is crazy though. That is nuts. So have you ever like done anything like that before? Like any acting or anything like that?
Well, I did some acting in theater, well, at high school, but
Okay.
it was like very short-lived, and it was actually more based on traditional Roman era plays, because at that
Yeah.
time we had to study Latin in high school. So,
Yeah.
so we also had like theater and activities around it, but not not really. I
Yeah.
like I have been like on TV for different reasons, like, but more about being like a Galician person living abroad kind of thing, not about music or art. So for me, it was very exciting. It was like I'm gonna say like a teenage dream, come true, because you always wonder, and I always enjoyed a lot of music videos,
Yeah.
which is
They're the
why
best.
Ginger Root, I think, wins the game. But it always been like something very interesting to me, and to be able to see it from behind, and then also see like the final product, and enjoy both parts. It was really crazy, and also meeting people, you know, like-minded, I
Hmm.
guess.
Yeah.
Like like I share Ginger Root with a lot of my friends, but and it has picked up a few, but it's still not something I have like people in my everyday environment to talk with, right?
Yeah.
So suddenly being around all these people, like, with the same energy, sharing stories, sharing how we come to meet Ginger Root, or different passions or different backgrounds and stories. And it was really, I really enjoyed that too. really. Like it was like I can't believe still that we got paid, you know, because it was just so
Yeah,
much fun.
that's another question. Did you get paid?
Yeah, we got paid. We worked.
Wow, I thought it was just volunteer like fan members or something like that.
No.
That's
Ginger
cool.
Root paid me. Ginger Root paid me.
Is it
Thank you,
is it the
thank you,
eight
Mr. Root.
dollars an hour? Is it the $8 reference
I
from
didn't do the math. I didn't do the math.
there is like a scene where if you go the city slickers behind the scenes when the janitors look at the security camera, he's like,
Yeah.
act like you're getting paid $8 an hour. He's like, oh, okay. But yeah, that's super cool. I actually, if you go back in the testimonials, actually, I'm in one of those as well. So technically, I'm in the
Yeah.
Ginger Root universe. So I call that a
Yeah.
win. That's why I'm
Yeah, that's
interviewing
all.
David because he interviewed me almost exactly 2 years ago from that
Uh-huh.
date.
That's true, everyone.
Yeah. But so I guess I kind of answered the question. What was it like to work for Ginger Root Productions?
It was very interesting. There were so many different aspects. Like I already mentioned the people, right? But for instance, like you could see that for instance Cameron was working nonstop, right? Like
Oh, 100%.
he was rarely getting a break. Like if he was not like in front of the camera, was behind the camera or was on the side, I don't know, editing or whatever, you know, doing Cameron things. And then you could tell that he had like a big trust on his crew, right?
Yeah.
Like I could tell that he trusts David with the vision, you know. So
Mhm.
even though like if it was like a lot of work, it surprised me to see like how well everything flowed, you know.
Yeah.
Like you could tell like they had worked together, they understood each other. They were, you know, doing things. I mean, like obviously there's like a few takes every time. Like I think rarely you get first
Yeah,
take,
I don't know. Ever.
but and you always take like an extra like just in case, right?
Mhm.
So so yeah, like there was like a lot to be done, but it was just going and it was flowing so well. Uh, Also was educational, you know, and I think I thought you were gonna ask something.
Oh no, I just put in little jabs there. Like that's good. That's whatever.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's okay.
well, that is shocking because I see, like, I knew that Cameron was so busy because obviously he's a big part of this. It's his
Yeah,
vision, if you will. But another thing is just like if you think about it, because not only we had this album release, he is literally on tour in like a week, probably less
yeah,
than that. And that takes a lot of time, that takes a lot of prep. And I can only imagine what's going on right now. I don't even, he's probably up right now at 4 in the morning in California, probably working on something. I don't know. But like you said, it's good to see that everything went smoothly despite all the hard work and all that stuff. Because it is a lot of hard work,
yeah.
especially for that. I love the music videos. The music videos is what makes Ginger Root. Because without them, I don't think it would ever be the same.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree.
yeah. So what's your favorite Ginger Root song?
I don't technically believe in favorite or top number one
Okay.
stuff,
Yeah,
but
fair.
because I have periods, you know, like I have periods where I'm
Oh,
like super
100%.
strong on this one, and then you know I start to get a new appreciation for another track. Uh, so I mean, right now, I'm gonna say that I have. There was a time like in the back of my head, like almost all the time. And I mean, it is been changing, you know, like with this album because all the tracks, for me, like they all have like their own little twist, their own little flavor, right?
Yeah,
And
for sure.
so it's very hard for me to be like, oh, I just want like this one. It's like no, it's more. But I think, for instance, one song that really caught me was Ohio.
Yeah.
Ohio. Like I don't know what it hit in the back of my soul, that song, but I really liked it.
Have you ever been to Ohio?
No,
No.
but
It's
I
just
but
like
it
a
wasn't
newer
meant to be
state.
a happy song, was it?
Yeah, exactly. It's such an interesting song because it is like, so slow and stuff like that. It's more of a ballad, but at the same time, it is the only song that's named after a state. And then I don't think it's really anything about that state or anything like that. I mean, but it's, I don't know, it's kind of a different vibe than all the other songs. Every song is always completely different. It's very interesting to see. But like for me
Yeah,
right now, it's like with that new rest of the album. Like right now, my favorite's Kazi, but I'm really appreciating Giddy Up. A lot of people like Giddy Up. Like the numbers
yeah,
are blowing that one up. And when
yeah.
I don't know if he has a music video. I think he said he's putting out more music videos for those new songs.
Did I mishear that there were gonna be eight? So
Eight?
to have, I don't know, maybe.
That's a lot. Well,
Yeah, I
gosh.
know. I might be absolutely making this up, but
I mean,
I mean,
maybe.
at the point we are in the story of the videos, do you think that we are like just next to the end, or like we will need at least another
Um,
couple videos for
I
a
think we'll need a couple
satisfactory?
because it's not really answered. Like
Yeah.
Cameron got fired and then and then he puts out this new stuff and then the manager and the boss are like, "What is this?" And we need to get him back and then but we never got him back cuz like on Only You like just was like a nothing. It was kind of a wash. It wasn't like Cameron coming back, which what probably should have, but regardless, it was a great video. And
Mm,
I think it had a different meaning. But I think there needs to be, honestly, like you said, those 8 music videos, that's a lot. That's not what expected, but at least 4 or something like that. Are probably already
yeah.
pre-recorded, of course. But that would be
Yeah.
crazy. I'm so shocked how fast they were able to make these songs and because like it is a lot of work and there is a lot of footage. I don't even know where they had the time to do all the tours and record all this, but somehow they made it work, which is really cool.
Mm,
But yeah, I would love to see music videos for Giddy Up, Kazi, because I know if they do, they're definitely getting at least 1 to 2 million for sure, because like they're already blowing up without them. um and I already know like there are some music critics that are bigger than me that are probably going to be interviewing Cameron for sure, especially after the tour. I did want to interview Cameron, but like I said, super busy, and I knew I could get David, which is like his right hand man. So
mm.
I'm like, you know what, that's good enough. So
Well, I mean, there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with asking. At worst,
No,
you are
no,
in this
I think
inspo.
it's easier if
Mm.
you got the stepping stones, you get the person, the next person. So besides Ginger Root, do you have a favorite artist in mind? Kind of like a different connection.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
All right, shoot.
I really like Smashing Pumpkins.
Smash. I actually heard of that a long time ago.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't.
like alternative rock, goth,
Yeah, I
kind
have
of
heard of that.
thing.
Um,
Yeah.
I think I heard like one of their songs super long time ago, but I'll check them out after this. A very good theming, by the way, being that it's
Mm.
getting to the fall area, Halloween over here.
Yeah.
So that is very good.
Yeah.
Um,
It's true. Pumpkin pie time soon. Yes.
Halloween. Everyone loves Halloween. There's so many
Mm.
things like there's so many fun things about Halloween and stuff like that. It's my
Yeah.
birthday, stuff like that. Ginger
Oh,
Root concert, October 10th in Chicago. You can see me there if anyone's coming. I don't know. So my
yeah.
last 2 questions were about the new album, but I guess I can ask them anyways because you
You know,
have heard it.
I've
Right?
listened to it.
You
Like I
listened to
haven't.
them. You were
Yeah.
in them. Like, what am I
I
talking
watched the
about?
video.
So what are your thoughts on the new album that was just released?
I I didn't know what to expect. I knew it was gonna be good, and I'm not disappointed. As I said, like I feel like all the tracks in Shimbangumi have their own little flavor, and it still remains like a ginger root sound, but it varies like tempo, styles. I think like we're talking about there was a time earlier. Like I think
Yeah.
like that one caught off guard a lot of people, if you ask me. Um, so and for instance, we were all talking also before how the first half, which is what has been mostly out by now, was very good, but also the last is very is also very strong. And Giddy Up, Total Bop. I know that you said that you didn't like it as much as I do, but
Yeah.
Think Cool. I know that it's just like
I
a minute thing,
it
but
is. It is very small.
Cameron just can pull out a sax and give it like this cool 80s night mysterious vibe,
It is.
and and as someone that was born in the 80s, it really took me back to like a certain mood that I have almost forgotten about,
Mac
and I was
tonight.
like, oh, and I was like, I didn't expect this, and especially for like I don't think it's even a minute long,
No,
uh,
it's not.
and I was like, Jesus Christ, and then it's transitioned so smoothly into show 10.
Oh, yeah, it's amazing.
And then show 10, like for me, at some point, it gave me space vibes. It gave me like a tiny bit of the Meet You in the Galaxy trailer,
100%.
kind of callback. Like, I don't know, maybe it's just me like
No, I
overthinking
totally agree
because,
with you. I totally agree with you
okay.
100%.
Yeah. And then you have, what was the name of the last one? Take me
Um,
back. Take me back. Take me
yeah,
back.
my dad, I literally had to send him the video because we just went like right through it.
Yeah.
And he just like was listening to it. He loved Giddy Up. He loved like all the other ones, the new ones and stuff like that. And then when Take Me Back was like the final, he was like, whoa, 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 where's like talk about saving the best for last. He loved it. He's
Yeah.
probably playing it right now downstairs. But I
Yeah.
don't know.
Man of good taste.
I no, seriously, he loves Ginger. It's very funny because he is like 54 years old and I'm only 20. So um it's pretty funny to see the difference. Talk about 80s. He lived through the 80s,
Yeah.
like he was in high school. So my
Yeah.
like pretty much
Yeah.
almost my age. Well, like at this time, which would be pretty
Mm.
cool to be honest. But yeah, Think Cool is like so the only reason why I don't like that is because I'm not a big fan of ballads. I like, like
Ah,
party, party, party. I mean, I grew up in the party rock era, the 2010s
yeah.
and all that stuff with pop music. But no, I could appreciate a good ballad and it is like very well placed because you
Mm.
have Kazi, Giddy Up, big party songs, and then you gotta bring it back. You gotta like transition into that show 10 where it gets all mystical and it starts sounding like Mario Galaxy and stuff.
Mm.
um but yeah. um but no, it is a crazy good album because the first half, I would say, except for like the last two, Only You and
Mm.
There Was a Time. Besides those two, the first like three, I believe, it felt more experimental. It felt
Mm.
like Ginger was trying to go in a completely different direction than what we thought. So I was like, okay, not bad, but nothing like, nothing crazy. Like I
Yeah.
still think City Slicker is better. And then once There Was a Time and Only You came out, I'm like, okay, this is better, I like this a lot more, and they're jams. And then the first one, Kazi, I literally, like, my bed's like right there. I was laying on my bed listening to live chat, got up and started dancing almost instantly.
Oh
I did
yeah, Cassie
not
had
like
me
hesitate.
dancing here
I'm like,
too.
whoa, where is this? Where have we been? Like, I think Cameron did it on purpose. I think he did it because he knew he was saving the best for last, and that's exactly what he did. I
Yeah,
It was
I agree.
amazing.
Like there for me, like there's no song I can say something
Mhm.
uh, bad, and I don't want. The thing is, like, I don't want to say something like I'm being a fanatic. Like, no, Cameron can do no wrong, you know.
Yeah, he's the
I
best.
mean, I guess he can, but at the same time, I'm not trained in music or anything to be here like a critic of the time, And there's validity in also enjoying things because
Yeah.
they make you feel good or a certain mood that brings you joy, etc.
Yeah,
Right?
and this goes like with everything because there's times where I don't like the music, well, like for other songs and bands and other stuff like that, and where other people will, and I just like go like, okay, maybe I don't like this now, but I guarantee you 2 to 3 years from now, my entire mood will change, and all of a sudden, this band I never heard before, I'm gonna
Mm,
love to death. And then they can't do no wrong, but yeah, there's no songs that stand out to me when it comes to Jijuru that I think are like just bad. I think all of them are pretty good, unless if we're talking like Toaster Music #2, which was literally super experimental, like like 2016, 2017.
mm.
So
Actually, that reminds me that today, somewhere in the last 24 hours, Cameron uploaded on Instagram some stories about some snippets
oh,
from
okay.
I think it was like the Vault, and they had like different takes, and I think mentioned that Better Than Monday he composed it at the time of Ricky.
Yes, that is correct. I took a picture of that comment
Mm.
actually, just like as a footnote for myself for future information. But that is crazy.
Yeah, just like since we were talking about being experimental and all that, and
Mhm.
but then it reminded me that like some things already are coming from the
Yeah.
past, and it somehow still managed to fit in the whole thing.
Hmm.
So that was very well done.
Yeah. It it is very interesting to see like the thought process of like, okay, where are we gonna go from here? What are new songs gonna look like? And you can see this in the behind the scenes. I just put on Instagram. I threw it on my story as well
Mm,
because like the saying is really true. You are your worst critic. I mean, I think all these songs are amazing, and then behind the scenes, he's like, "Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I hate these synthesizers. Oh, this
yeah.
sounds awful." I originally didn't have claps in here, and then I decided to add claps, and it sounded good. And then using snippets from Wario Maker or whatever. But it's crazy because in our eyes we think Jijuru can't do no wrong and is the
Mm,
best, but like Cameron, it's probably like, oh, why did I release that? Why did I do this? Why did I? And we don't even know about it, to be honest with you,
yeah.
because we don't know
But
what
at
the
the same
vision is.
we don't know, but at the same time, we can say that at least he has a good filter.
Yes, I'm very impressed because um I'm like a yapper. That's why I'm
Mm,
interviewing people. I yeah, because it's just so much easier just to talk. But
yeah.
and so like I talk all the time, where like Cameron's pretty quiet, I would say. He's not like hundred
I
percent
think I
talking.
think and I know because I relate to this, which is you're quiet unless the topic that you're interested or something that really clicks with you comes in, and then
Mhm.
you you are engaged, and
Yeah.
that's valid, But yeah, I think I mean it's not like I've seen, it's not like I've seen him like a million times in my lifetime, right? Like I only saw him once in the Paris concert, and then the next time was during the filming. And I mean, and to be honest, like he still talks to people and all that, I'm not saying that he's like
Yeah.
absolutely quiet,
No.
or
No.
anything. I just think that like I mean, at the end of the day, he's like a regular person, and I
Yeah.
guess it's like if people come to you and with like the most random stuff, and you're like, I have to have like a reaction,
Yeah.
and it's not easy, right?
No. And
Yeah,
I think you summed it up perfectly. He's not quiet, but he's not loud. He's like just a regular person. But I will say this though. If Cameron in an alternate universe never made music or anything like that, I genuinely believe he would have been a comedian because his dry humor during the concerts is so funny. It's ridiculous. Like the
yeah,
water bit to like just like stuttering half the time. And he doesn't have to. He's just like uh uh
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Or
And
so,
it's so funny.
or sometimes you see him like he's gonna do like something on his keyboards and stuff, and he's
Yeah.
just like, teasing you like he's about to start, but he's not. But
He's just like yeah. I okay. Let's talk about a hot topic. I think everyone says is because everyone either loves David being on the stage during concerts, with the cameras and the TVs and stuff, and some people don't like it. I wonder if you care or not about that at all.
I
I don't.
I told David once, well, on Discord, but I told him that for me, the way he moves with the camera is almost like a dance.
Yeah.
Because actually, if you pay attention, he's following the rhythm of the track. He's matching the movements to the
Okay.
beat of the song. Like there's like if you pay attention, there's a lot of artistry on the way that David moves around the stage, and I mean, and if you're there, you'll see like there will be like very cool shots. Or for instance, like Imagine Room, like there's that bit that goes everything, trippy, and also like having to navigate the stage without tripping or
Mhm.
hurting himself. But
Yeah.
really, like I invite people to pay attention to David and see the way he moves, and you learn things. You learn things about how to use a camera.
Yeah. No, his camera work is absolutely amazing. Like I'm I'm not even really that good with audio, to be honest with you.
Yeah,
I'm not 100% good with editing. I've done this all on my own. Like no one in my
yeah,
family has any background in anything like this. But whether if it's
yeah.
music making, camera work, editing, a YouTube channel, any of that, I have nothing on like David or something like that. I have no idea how he does half the things. I don't even know how he gets half the cameras to work because they're from the 80s. I'm like, where are you even finding the parts in the first place? I mean,
But
yeah,
stuff there was meant to last. Stuff
that's
there was
true.
meant to last. So
That
you
is
so you
true.
could be like, oh, this is broken. You can replace the battery. This is stuff. You can replace this
Mm-hmm.
bit. Like now, well, I mean, also because now there's more boards and microchips, right?
Mm-hmm.
But before, like if you knew a bit of electronics and all that, you could get by really easily, and
Mm-hmm.
and that's how stuff works. So I think like that's why those cameras are still around. And a lot of the times they sell them to repair, and if you have the spare parts, you can get it going.
Yeah.
So I mean, 80s good stuff.
Yeah. Well, I kind of ran out of questions for you a while ago, but do you have anything left to say before I wrap this up for you?
I don't know. And this is a bit general, but
Yeah.
when I was thinking, preparing a bit for today, like in my head, it came a bit like, you know, when first time heard Ginger Root, which was Loretta for many of us, right? And I was just thinking because it wasn't the case for you, Loretta, as
That
well.
was the case. I found it
Okay.
on SoundCloud. Yeah, I found it on SoundCloud.
Yeah, because I mean, in the end, I started describing it as like the 7-step Loretta experience,
Mm-hmm.
because like I remember watching it. Like for me, in my case, it was like someone in the Facebook group about City Pop shared the video. So it wasn't even YouTube that recommended it to me. It was like someone sharing it in Facebook.
Hmm.
Uh, and I started watching the video. And first step, I was like, "Oh, is this City Pop?" Then I'm like, "But is this Japanese or is this like from or is because this guy sounds very Californian, saying Lorera, you know." Then you start to notice like all the Camerons, You're like,
Yeah,
holy crap, like that's the same guy everywhere, you know? And
yeah,
then you have like the bit of the guitar solo, which is very funny because it's doing the solo, and then when it switched to jazz, and he's just like,
yeah,
right? And then and I mentioned it before, but then like someone pulls out the jazz, the sax. Sorry, the sax. I
yeah.
mentioned so
No,
the
no, that's
sax.
good. That's good.
Yeah, I know, but I'm having a big brain fart here. But yeah,
That's
but then when
okay.
he pulled out the sax, I was it was game over. I was like, I'm
Yeah,
won.
it's over. For me, it was a
Then
little
like
different. Yeah,
yeah, and then converted, and then next step, search Ginger Root in YouTube, watch all the videos.
yeah. Oh, 100%. That is a perfect way to put it. But I actually have a different take on that. I think there should
Okay,
be
I want to
another
hear that.
step, just one more. And
Okay.
that's watching City Slicker after Loretta, because you'll instantly know why Ginger Root is so much different from any other band. And that's
That's
because
true.
in City Slicker, the janitor is watching Loretta, and you'll
The,
instantly know that all these music videos have a very big significant meaning, have a lot
mm,
of weight to them, are connected. This isn't just like a one-off thing. It's not just a music video for a music video. No, this is a
no.
whole message. This is a whole community. This is a whole universe. This is a whole thing. So yeah,
Yeah. I think that's a good way to put it. Like there's purpose on what he does.
100%.
And there's it's not I mean sometimes maybe the story where it comes from is not very clear or so, but like the things that are there for a reason, and I think it is a very satisfying experience for the listeners or the watchers to kind of peel off the layers of all those things.
Mm-hmm.
And I would truly appreciate it, because as I said, like when I grew up, like I like music videos and I will watch a lot of them. But there were bands that felt at times that were like, oh, we're just gonna put like a random story with this music and it doesn't even match or relate to the or it was very obscure,
Yeah,
or it was just like, oh, it's just me dancing, and different dresses,
yeah.
um so for me, like seeing something that I don't know, it's just stimulating,
Yeah, there's just simply I would love to find something similar to Ginger Root, but I genuinely do not think there's another band that makes all these music videos, connect them together, have an entire storyline, have that storyline expand, and is a part of the music and a part of the fans, and it just does boom, boom, boom. They do so much with whatever they have. It is insane what they have. But anyways, I gotta go here because my run time is low because Zoom makes you only gives you 40 minutes unless if you pay a premium, which I do not do.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I last time
I
I
don't
did
pay
it,
it either.
I last time well, it used to just be free. You can do it as long as you want for free. But
Yeah.
my last interview, I just did it like in two parts where we closed it and did it again. But anyways, thank you again for being here. Thank
Thank
you
you
so
for
much
having me. It was
for
fun.
just giving your take on some things. But no, it's been super fun. Thanks. All right.
Thank you.
I'll see
Good
you
luck.
later. Yeah. Stay slick.
Bye.